Let's do it! We have something special to present to you this morning. A boat we don't showcase quite as often as the others. It's the Intiminator twin-stepped model by Oxidean Marine. Hi there, I'm Bill Oxidean. I raced radio-controlled model boats for over 25 years. Over that time, I won a lot of races and broke a lot of records, and I learned a lot, not just about boats, but about life. Eventually, I graduated to full-size drag boats, and I've had a great time doing that. Now, I have my own RC boat factory. We make the world's fastest, most reliable radio-controlled boats. Join us as we show you all about it. I hope you guys had a great weekend. We certainly did. Every weekend is great here because it's a weekend filled with radio-controlled model boats. The Intiminator is a big 60-inch twin brushless motor-powered stepped mono. It was modeled in the fashion of the Silverline full-size offshore powerboat. Voila! And she's a real eye-catcher under the hood. Isn't she pretty under the hood? I ain't never seen a ready-to-run boat like it. This thing looks just like candy inside. I mean, come on. If this isn't a testimony of our quality, I don't know what is. If this isn't a testimony of our quality, I do not know what is. So beautiful. Let's get cracking with details. First, the heart of the operation, the muscle. We've got two beefy ass 8-pole 53 by 100 millimeter motors. These things sure are torquey. 8-pole motors are designed for just that, torque. And with that torque in the boat comes efficiency. When you've got that brute grunt, it creates a lot less heat. The wires coming off them look like witches' fingers. They're actually the actual windings from the motor coming out. A brushless motor has 3 phases, and they're wound accordingly. Now what we got here is an American-made ESC we've all come to know and trust. This is the Oxidean Marine Hydra XL2 by Castle Creations. Very robust. And ours has updated cooling. These ESCs are well known to pass massive current and not miss a beat. Especially with twin motor power, these 2 robust ESCs are more than enough to power this beautiful boat. The Intimidator is, in fact, so far the most impressive ready-to-run boat I've ever seen. By far. Now let's take this Oxidean Marine OPS01-L digital chromoly gear CNC servo. This thing is so rad. Look at the hardware we used to mount it. Look at its mounting pedestal. We include a beautiful, I repeat, we include a beautiful carbon fiber push-pull servo horn. And I'll tell you what, it looks sweet mounted on there. Alrighty then, let's showcase some of the physical attributes of this boat. Let's get started with its construction. carbon Kevlar construction through and through. And no, this isn't just a quote-unquote inlay. This is really thick. You can see from the edge there. Triple decker. 3 stacks of cloth in there. You can see it really well in the hatch too. This isn't a see-through layup. I'll hold it up to light. You can't, it makes no difference whether I'm holding up to light or not. Here's a light right here. You can't see light through it. I just moved away from the light. The color difference you see is actually shadows. Beautiful, shiny carbon fiber, sliding battery trays. This one big tray goes on a track. You can put 2 batteries on it. Actually 4 batteries on it if you'd like. Look at this big wall of death motor mount that goes across the whole frickin' hull. It actually goes up to the deck and provides deck support. Really nice, really trick. Now would you take a look at this servo mount? It's on a pedestal. It looks like it's on a big pallet jack. So rad, so sturdy, and so secure. It sits on a beam pedestal in there. While I'm here, I thought I'd mention 8mm bullets, EC8 connections, all throughout the boat. Our drive mount system is the way. It's the way, Jose. Look how straight that is. Fixed alignment. Our shaft alignment is fixed. What's cool about it is, other companies are starting to copy us. And I told you that in the very beginning of when I started this company, our quality is going to benefit everyone because they're going to try to outdo us. And what they're going to do is step up their game in the process and make more quality boats for everyone. And you, the end user, wins in the end. Our innovations are starting to spread. Not starting to, they've been spreading throughout the whole RC boat industry. Remember, we were the ones who invented the trim tabs for the Blackjack 42. We were the ones who put the 4519 prop on the Sonic wig. Now let's get to the fun part. The ass end of this thing. You mean to tell me you got 2 live engines powering the ass end of this thing? That's right, sir. And twin shiny props to boot. 52mm Big Daddies, Freebladers churning. These things churn water. On this step V, we've discovered that outward rotation works the best. You get 2 of what we call stagger stepped out drives. They actually have little staggers and steps on them. They relieve water. I love these conical tapered drive dogs. I want to start making these for 3/16. Real beefy support brackets and support pedestals. Look how thick the neck is on that thing. Look how beefy the support pivot is. Very nice. And yes, it's got these very realistic looking trim tabs / ride plates on both sides. And what's really cool is they are machined and channeled on the bottom. You see that pattern? That relieves water. Trickness in the details. You got this big beefcake who's your daddy. This big beefcake who's your daddy rudder on the back. Highly polished aluminum. With our push-pull cable steering. Realism, trickness, and reliability all in one package. You do get your steering cables. You do get some grease. You do get an antenna. You do get this fancy handy dandy tool set. In fact, would you take a look? It's even red to match the boat. It's the little details. When you open her up, she has assorted precision bits. Goes all back quite neatly in this little bag. Now here's something you don't see often on an Oxidean boat. Ta-da! A hatch lock. Smack it up, flip it, rub it down. Oh no! What better way to tour the bottom than to actually tour the bottom? The bottom is part of what's so cool about this boat. You see that? She's a stepped mono. A stepped V. Look at all these strakes. This is in the spirit of the full size. Now check out our water pickups. This boat has a ride pad. It's hard to see the reflection. But this area right here is a ride pad. It actually changes the angle right here on both sides. So it's trying to teeter just on these pads, plus the steps at full speed. Here are the water pickups. Dual on each side. And here's an even better look at the drive system. That's the pattern I was telling you about that breaks up water. Did I already tell you about the 2 water outlets on each side, or am I getting early onset dementia? And they come with a full optional decal set. Stunning fire engine red gel coat. So beautiful, so bright, so attractive. The Intiminator by Oxidean Marine is in stock and ready to rock the bells. This is by far the most beautiful RC boat I've ever seen in person as far as a power boat. I mean, this thing is absolutely gorgeous. The scale realism is amazing. The boat is super powerful. I've had it close to 100 miles an hour, and it can exceed 100 miles an hour with no problem, but I wouldn't say with no problem. It does start handling a bit funny when you get up there, but for a boat with scale realism, to cruise around 85, 90 miles an hour, no problem. You're going to have a great time with the Intiminator by Oxidean Marine. If you like this demonstration and you'd like to see the best and see what's to really become the future of RC boating, subscribe to our channel. Hit that like button. And by all means, continue enjoying radio-controlled model boating. Bill Oxidean, the Intimidator, and Fluffy, over and out.